Hey guys, it's Ellen here, and it's Mini Monday Madness. We're doing cool tones and hot tones today, playing around with the same subject using the different color tones in the families that are cool and that are hot. And then I didn't do a third one, but it would be fun, like I talk about this in the end, that you can do a third one and mix them both. Not all the same colors, but mix one or two hot colors with the cool colors, and same with that. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to go over my supplies. I have 2 pieces of 3-inch square arches, 100% cotton cold pressed paper, paper towel. I'll probably be using my Princeton 8 long round Velvet Touch Series brush. Got my water up here, and we'll go through paints as we use them. So we're going to do like a little study on cool colors and hot colors. Obviously, cool colors, when you think of them, are blues, purples, greens, and then hot are reds, orange, and yellows. And you can make 2 separate cute little, bouquets with both of them. So we'll just start with the cool colors first. I have some purple dioxide here. This is not a Holbein, this is the Cadmium one I had before. If I didn't want to even use that, I could have grabbed my Peacock Blue, clean up my brush, and the bright Holbein, that rose, and it can make purple too. So I don't even have to use purple dioxide. I could use Peacock Blue and either Quinacridone Magenta, or I could use the bright rose. Like just these 3 colors right here, even the deep yellow, could make all the colors we need, right? But not for the hot tones. We would need some other tones for that. So, just gonna put in some greenery first. And greens are kind of cool too. So this is the deep green medium from, Cadmium Green Deep from Holbein. And I'll use some of the bright orange, and I'll dull it down from Holbein. Mix it brown, see? Brownish green. And I'll clean up my brush, and I'll grab some of the lemon yellow. We could draw in a vase if you want, but basically I'm just going to do like a right in the middle of the piece, a rectangle going down. And then we're just going to use the greenery, and we're going to just start the greenery going outward. I'll zoom in so you can see. So I'm just making these little lines sporadically going outward like that. We're using the tip of the brush, right? And then I could go in and put some leaves in. Again, use this orange. Just using the brush. But we're going to start off using some, okay, got some of this color here. Some blues and purples, some flowers, and then we'll fill it in more with the leaves. So I have this Peacock Blue here. It's a great color tone. I'm just going to take this brush, and I'm just going to dab in the color. See, I'm just tapping it in here. We're not going to make specific type flowers. We're going to have more of an expressionistic feel to them. Just tapping them. If you don't have this type of brush, use whatever brush you have. You can just do the same technique. Just tapping in color. You can actually put in, and mix them in this green so it's a little darker brown, greenish green. I'm going to put some stems going upward like this and like this. A little darker. And on those stems, we can go in and tap in some color. So I have this, like I said, this Peacock Blue. I might want to tone it down a bit with the orange. Right? It's a little bright. And we'll just dab it in again. Then you can get that purple I talked about. We take the bright rose with the Peacock Blue. And you get this bluish purple. Just another color variation. And you see that? We're just going to tap it on that one particular stem going upward. Again on here. Tap on either side. Just tapping it. See, I'm just moving my brush pretty fast. It's really fun about these little minis is that you don't have to get serious because they're so tiny. You're literally just pushing in color. And so we're just tapping in the color here. Tap, 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 tap. See? And then putting the little color dots up there. Kind of has a little feel for like, almost like a lavender or kind of like a delphinium slash lilac kind of bush. Now I'm going to grab some darker blue. This is the indigo. And I'm going to go in here and put that deep dark blue. I mix the indigo with some ultramarine. So it's dark, but it's not super dark. It's a little too dry. I want a little more creamy consistency. There we go. You're putting it in between the crevices. You always kind of want it darker in the center because, you know, they're all meeting together and it's going to form dark shadow. And I'll clean up my brush. And I'll grab some more of this Peacock Blue. Actually, I have some right here. I don't need to do that. I mixed it more with that purple that I had, so it's a different tone of the blue. And I want to go out here and add some more blooms down in here. Like I said, it's just supposed to be an impressionistic style. Now I'm going to throw in some leaves. I had that dark green. I'm going to put a little more lemon yellow, brighten it up. Throw in that bright green. I'm just dabbing in that. See that? Tapping that in, tapping that in, and then getting some actual stems and leaves. Now for the base, we can still keep it in the same color tones, or you can make it gray. I'm going to use this, I'm going to water down this indigo. So it's a little more than the gray tone. I'm just going to push down the color here and on the side here. Going to get it wet, dab it in paper towel, and put the water right next to that. Again, wet. So I'm fading that color in. Leaving a little white in the center. And while it's still wet, you can go back in and dab in some of that dark tones up on the top here, underneath the greens. Right? Wait till it dries for the second part of that. You can still take some greenery and swoosh down over in here, little stems. Have some fun with it. Make this like this most wild and crazy, you know, floral bouquet. And some more greenery. It's fun, right? And you take some of those blooms again here. I'm going to grab that bright pink and mix it with the blue. It's purple. And it's more in the pink tone. And change it up again. Just as little, almost like dots. It's how you sporadically stick them around. And I'm going to add that same color. A little more pink. Oh, it's too creamy. I have to get a little more water in here. Purple. Throwing that in here. See that? It's pretty, right? Dun, dun, dun. Not that many colors. And you get this really loose, pretty, bright floral. Now this is dry a little bit, so I can go back in with the colors. I'm going to mix some of the peacock with that indigo. And I'm just going to swoosh down, almost like a dry brush, that vase. Get some more dark indigo right here on the side. And up in here. Look at that. How cute is that? You want to put another little stripe of dark indigo, peacocky, just like that. And you can go back in and fill in some more in here, you know, play around with it. I'm adding a little more purple, dark purple. Anyway, we're going to move on to the hot tones. I thought that was just cute. You don't have to paint a background. People get caught up in backgrounds. Don't worry about it. So now we're going to clean up this little palette here. So those are the cool colors. We still need greens and the hot color tones, but we're going to be working with pinks, and we have Quinacridone Magenta, but I don't know if we're going to use that. I think we'll use the pink, the orange, yellow. We could use, I have a Carmine red somewhere. I might have lost it for this video. Oh, here it is. And red. Okay, so I have a little orange here. This cadmium deep green, yellow. I already have it in this thing over there, but I'll just put it over here. And I have the carmine here. I kind of put it already in my palette. And the bright pink. So again, we're kind of same premises. We're going to do the rectangle in the center. And then you can choose which way you like. We got our green. So I'm using cadmium green deep, and I'm adding a little orange to that, and it gives it a greenish brown color tone. Because orange is kind of red, and green and red are opposite. So again, we'll do the same sporadic fun. You don't have to do the same sporadic type of fun flowers. It's just kind of cool to see the difference and how it comes out with the cool tones and the hot tones. Putting some leaves. Okay, cleaning my brush. So we got this yellow. This yellow is pretty intense. So you could tone it down a bit with some blue. Like a green. So you might want to tone it down with a little purple, which is the opposite of yellow. I think it's Monday and I'm losing it. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Just a little purple in there, just to tone it down, just a bit. So we can just do some nice little yellow dabs. If you want to actually do a different flower, like a sunflower, a more daisy type flower, we could do that too. But what I'm trying to do is the same type of movement, the same type of flower arrangement, just using the different colors. I think everyone has a colorway they kind of gravitate towards sometimes, and depending on how you feel too. So we got the yellow in there. We can go and grab some of that orange. This orange is pretty intense. I'm going to just tone it down with that yellow I have. So I'm going to go in and add the orange. So we're getting that fiery colors. Now we're going to add the red. This is the carmine. It's like a paley pinkish red. Get that red in there. Try and keep it not too wet. That got a little wet, so when it gets a little too wet, it's going to bleed into the other colors. I'm trying to keep it more of a creamy texture. So now we got this fiery situation. Now I'm going to grab that bright pink. Woo! That's really going to change it up. Grab the pink. See, the pink just really sets it on fire, right? More fire tones. Now, as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking to myself, I really like the blue ones better. It's interesting, right? How you can do the same type of subject matter and composition, and one colorway just looks better than the other, according to my opinion. Some people might like the yellow better, so I'm adding more yellow. But this is not supposed to be a serious study. This is just a mini Monday fun. See, the yellow got into that orange, and it made yellow orange. I want more yellow now by itself. Very simple, right? Again, we'll grab the lemon yellow, mix it with the green, get a bright green, get that bright green. Now I think the green being bright lends itself to both colorways. Now for the vase, I think I will keep it in the red family. I might add a little magenta. Toning it down. Doing the same thing as we did before, but just the hotter colors. It ended up being this carmine red ends up being pink when you water it down, which actually worked out in our favor. Gonna add a little Quinacridone Magenta in here to get a little darker. Look at that, kind of fun. Oh, sorry, out of focus. So you add the Quinacridone Magenta to get the darker color in here. If you want to tone that down, you can add a little bit of the Peacock Blue Magenta. It's getting a little purpley, but you want it more just like a dark, deep red. So add just a teeny bit of the blue, and then you can get this deeper red in here. And you can add carmine to that too. So you're getting that deeper red just underneath where that leaf is. Pulling it down. Trying to make it similar to this first one. Doesn't have to be perfect though. Again, I'm going to go grab this green, put a stem in down here. Just keep playing around with the leaves, so I'm going to add some more leaves in here. This might even green with some orange. Get some darker greens in here. I need something, I feel, to ground it. I felt like it was getting a little too wild, if you can believe that. Just grounding it in the middle a little more. And adding some leaves down here on the stem. So these are your cool colors and your hot colors. And when you mix the cool and the hot, that's a whole nother ball game too. We'll do another one on that another day. So I'm adding the lemon yellow to this green to brighten it up again. Just adding in some more pretty leaves. So it's similar. It's not exactly the same. It's not going to be the same. But you get the idea. Again, playing around with the darker green. Putting in leaf. And you can go back in and add some. I'm gonna add some more of this yellow. I didn't have enough yellow, it feels like. Just yellow on this branch alone. Maybe a little more over here. It got washed out with the orange. There you go. You got your cold, you got your hot. Cold, but your hot. What do you feel like when you finish this you liked better? And then for the third, well, you mix them both, right? So I wouldn't go crazy mixing them both. I would have the cool and add in maybe just yellow, right here and there. And then for the hot, I would have these hot tones and maybe add in, like, you could add in the purple, but or maybe just the blue, the Peacock Blue, pale blue. That'd be great. So I hope you enjoyed this little fun little, well, I don't know, study / just something fun and spontaneous and doing this easy, simple. Like I said, I didn't paint any particular type of flower. I just did these little dots with the tip of my brush. It just helps you get loose, you know, have fun, and then see the different ways you can make the colors. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial of cold and hot bouquets. Really quick, easy to do with just that one brush, just making little dabs. Has a nice effect. Just helps you like learn more about the colors and how they work together. And like I said, you could do a third one where you could have mixing them both, okay? So, and do maybe 4. So you would take the blues and add just a yellow. Or you would take the pinks and reds and add just a blue. Or you can do the blues and add just an orange or pink. Same thing. You know, play around with that. How you can do 4 or 5 different 6 or 7 studies. It's a lot of fun to do. It helps you with color and, you know, seeing what works together, what doesn't work together, what you like, what you don't like. Don't forget to hit bell notification button to know when my videos are up. This is my last week of that membership part of my YouTube channel. I still have a regular YouTube channel. I'm going to have that one exclusive video. Then I'm moving everything over to Patreon completely because it's just user-friendly. You guys get more stuff if you join that, whereas YouTube, you can only get videos. Patreon, you can get more things. And, you know, it's obviously hard for me to do both, but I feel like it's worthwhile because you're getting more information. It's helping me grow and, you know, win-win situation for everybody. And like I said, I'm still doing a YouTube channel, videos, weekly, free. So don't worry, I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.